Hey guys, I know we got a story time. Yay! We got story time. So I was over here like, I need to give y'all some story time. So I was thinking of story times that I could tell y'all. So all of this stuff that we're going to talk about is guy stuff. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you guys so much for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you haven't already subscribed, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you guys so much. Y'all are so fucking amazing. I love you guys. I do cuss. If you don't like that, click off the channel, because I do occasionally say a few cuss words here and there, and I'm not gonna stop doing that. So if you don't like that, then you know I'm not the person for you. I appreciate everybody who still be messing with me, that be in my lives, that leave comments, that just, y'all just are so amazing. And I love you guys so much. I don't know, I told y'all, I don't care how much I grow, I'ma always tell you guys that I love you guys so freaking much. I love y'all. Y'all are definitely contributing to this journey of healing. I know I hate saying that journey stuff, but it is a process. It's a journey I'm going through right now. If you don't already know, you need to go back and watch my story times, and you will be caught up on what is going on with this lady here. Her, me, yeah, her. What's going on with me? Anyway, without further ado, if you haven't already gotten your drink, gotten your snack, get your herbal essence, do all of that stuff, and come on back. I should have got a drink. I don't know why. Should I make a drink? Let me go make a drink, guys. I'm gonna go get my stuff. You go get your stuff, and we gonna come on back, okay? Drink, I made me a little cocktail. It's just Patron and lemon juice. So simply lemonade. That's all it is. Patron and simply lemonade. We're gonna stir it up. We're gonna start this stupid ass story. What she over here doing? She glowing and growing. That's what she doing. That's what she doing. Okay. Okay, guys. So this, I don't remember, but okay, this was a while ago, this story. So I go to this, if you read the story, the title, I mean, I don't remember what I at the moment, I don't know, but it's going to be something with creep in the story time. He was a creep. He was a creep. He was weird. He was a weirdo. Anyway, these guys, I don't know what to say about the people out here in these streets. I don't know what to say, but I already told y'all I don't like it out here, so I'm cool off of it. I am not dating at the current moment. And I don't think I will be dating for the rest of the, I don't know, I won't say the rest of the year, but I'll say for the next few months, I'm cool off of it. I'm cool. I come across a lot of weirdness, and I don't know why. I don't know why, but either way, I met this man, older man. I don't technically like to date older men. He was in his late 40s. That's not my style. I don't like that, you know. So I meet the guy. The way I met him is I met him at so it's like a swim up type thing, like when you go to the place, it's a swim up type thing, like a swimming pool and all this stuff like that, and they cater to you, like you have your own bar person. So he was my bar person, so, or like waiter, if you want to say. So I had rent the little beach, little get out. So I got the chair, the umbrella, and then the bar person. They come up, and when you rent the little stuff, they're like, oh, we're gonna have a person that comes to you, and they're gonna bring you your drinks and stuff like that. Now, this happened, I live in Houston, so this was like outside of Houston. So maybe like 40 minutes away from my house, 45 minutes away from my house, going towards Galveston. This is the place I went to. And when I walked in the door, the guy told me all of this. He said he saw me when I walked in the door, and I did not see him because like it's a lot of people. It's a lot of people everywhere. But he said he saw me when I came in, and he was like, he wanted to talk to me when he saw me, but he was like, I wanted to still keep it professional or whatever. So he just like, I just happened to be your bar person. So I'm like, oh, okay. Anyway, this is after the fact because, you know, I'm jumping ahead, but that's what he had told me. But so he comes up to me. I'm sitting in a chair because they gave me my little area that I could sit in or whatever. And they told me, because I was like, I want to sit here. Is this okay? How much is it? They told me. I said, okay, cool. I gave them, you know, I told them, you know, put me a tab because you get a tab. Cool. He comes up to me. He's like, hey, my name is such and such. We gonna call him, what we gonna call him? We gonna call him Don. I don't know why. I thought about Don Julio. I don't know, y'all. I don't even drink that shit. But we gonna call him Don. We gonna call him Don. So he comes up to me. He's like, hey, I'm Don. I'm your bar guy, whatever. And because they have a name. I just don't remember the name. I can't remember the name. But he's like, I'm your bar person. He's like, whatever you need, whatever you want to drink, whatever you want to eat, whatever you need. He's like, you just tell me and I'm gonna get it for you. I'm like, okay, cool. So I had told him that I had wanted, I had got the same thing I'm drinking right now. Like I told him, you can make me a margarita or whatever, but just make sure it got Patron in it. I don't drink other tequilas. And he was like, okay. So he made my drink and he brought it back to me. And when he brought it back, I was like, I'm gonna probably get one more drink and then I'm not gonna drink no more. So I told him when this one get low, just bring me another one. He said, okay. So I gave him my card. And I told him to open up the little tab or whatever, because I had to pay for the chairs, you know, and the umbrella and the drink, and if I wanted something to eat. So I was like, here's my card. And he was like, okay. So he opened the tab up. He came back and he brought me the card. And then he was like, you need anything else? I said, no. So he walked off. Now, he didn't give me no indication that it was anything that he was interested in me or nothing. I just felt like I could feel like it was like that he was looking at me, but I wasn't paying no attention because it happens often. Yesterday I went to Sam's, guys. This is a side note. This was yesterday. I went to Sam's. Today's Sunday. Y'all getting y'all the video Monday. Y'all better be. I went to Sam's on Saturday. I went to Sam's. I'm in the parking lot. I'm walking across and I'm walking with my sister-in-law. So I'm walking with my sister-in-law. I still call her my sister-in-law. She not our kids are cousins. So I just call her that because I don't like calling her like my friend. She really is like, she my sister-in-law. And if y'all need me to explain it a little more, I'll tell you this. Her husband, ex-husband now, and my late husband are brothers. So even though we're not with them no more, there's no more, we still be like, that's a sister-in-law. It's going to be forever because our kids are cousins. Okay, I'm with her. We at Sam's. We walk into my car, because I drove to Sam's, because she was like, let's go in your car because I want to get da-da-da-da. And I'm like, cool, it'll fit. Cool, go to Sam's. Walk into the car. This older man, he had to be like in his late he probably was 60. I'm going to give him 60. I'm going to say he about 60, 61, 59, 60. That man, when I tell you, that man looked at me and he just was looking. And I'm walking and I look him in his face and I'm looking at him like, hello, can I help you? Because what are you doing? So I had on some blue jeans, high-waisted jeans, and a crop top shirt, but not sticking to me like this. It was a little bit looser, but I had a crop top on and pants is pantsing. You know, I told y'all don't never really see what I look like, but she be giving, okay? And the man was looking, and it just so happened that I parked directly next to his truck. He had a big ass pickup truck, a nice truck too. Big, nice pickup truck. I think he had like a Silverado. Had to be like a 2024, 23. It was a nice truck. Anyway, I parked next to his truck. So when he was walking to the car, I'm like, he walking in the direction that we walking in, but he's still looking at me while I'm pushing the cart. My sister-in-law is in the front guiding the cart. So I'm paying attention because I told my sister-in-law, I'm like, you need to be aware of your surroundings. You don't even pay attention. You just you just walking and shit. Anyway, the guy, I get to the car. We're putting the stuff in the back because she got like 3 cases of water. So I'm grabbing one of the water. She grabbing one of the water. We putting him in. I see him. He walks right next to the cart and just sitting there just looking at me in my face. And I looked up at him, like I said, and I was like, hello, can I help you? So then he gets in his car. When I tell y'all, that man looked me up and down and did not leave his car until I pulled off. When I was pulling off, my sister-in-law was laughing. She was like, oh, that man wants you. So, oh, he wants you. He see what he like. He see that butt. She's like, talking about, he see that. She's talking about, you see him breaking his neck. Because this is what he doing. He in the car. I'm backing out. He doing this. Turning his head, trying to see, like looking. And I said, do you see him? We're parked right next to him so I can see him. I said, this don't make no goddamn sense. Anyway, come on, let's go back to the story. Y'all know I had to jump in. Y'all, I do that, okay? If you don't like that, oh well, I don't care. Anyway, we at the thing, and the guy, he comes back up to me. This is Don. Don comes back up to me, and Don is like, I know. He kneels down. I'm sitting in one of them little beach chairs. You know, the chairs that's low to the ground. I'm kind of sitting in a little beach chair, and I was looking at a YouTube. I'm enjoying what's going on. I got my feet in the sand. My kids out there in the water. They doing their thing. They just doing them. I got my feet in the sand and I'm just enjoying the little, you know, I like the water and stuff, but I was just enjoying being out. It was a nice day. It was beautiful, whatever. I'm just in my own little world. I got this big ass fucking big giant ass hat on. So I am not, everything that's around me, I blocked it out. It's nothing. It feels like it's just me here. You get what I'm saying? I'm just enjoying the environment, my time. He comes down, he kneels right next to me. I'm thinking he's going to say, do you want me to give you another drink? Because you said when you get done with your drink, bring you another one. So do you want another one? Do you want me to get you another one? I'm thinking that's what he's going to ask because I was almost done with my drink. No, this man said, I know. He's like, Miss Joe, because he asked me what my name was. I said, Joe. He said, Miss Joe, I know this is inappropriate and unprofessional. He's like, but please, I just got to ask you this. He said, I watched you when you, that's what I'm telling y'all. I already had skipped ahead. He said, I watched you when you first came in. I saw you when you was walking in. I thought you were so beautiful. He's like, and I just had to ask you, can I please have your phone number, please? He's like, I know it's inappropriate. He was like, but I just want to know, can I have your phone number? He's like, but I want to tell you something. I don't live here. I'm like, okay. Now, let me tell y'all something. The guy, he was not my type at all. Definitely not my type. Definitely not my type. Not ugly. He wasn't ugly. He just was, I tell y'all know what I like. We ain't got to go watch the videos, the old videos. If y'all don't know, I have a type that I like. And he was very rough. I mean, beard was rough. He didn't have a shaved beard. His hair wasn't cut. He was looking a little rough. And I was thinking, like, if you're a server, a bar server, anything, I believe that you should be looking the best. You should have a fresh, you know, your hair should be lined up. You have hair, so why your hair ain't the cut? Your beard should definitely be on point because a lot of women love a guy with a beard. Your beard looks crazy right now. And you just looking like you just unkept right now. You just looking real unkept today. You know, and I feel like, you know, I know y'all women seeing guys when they get a haircut, it do something to you. It do something to your soul, right? A fresh cut. And he don't even got, he could be bald. And if he got a beard and he got a fresh lineup on the beard, it do something to your soul. It do something to your soul, right? You just like, God, he fine. Wasn't giving that. It wasn't giving it. It was giving a little bit like unkept and you need a little help. It was giving like you need help. And I don't understand. I don't get it. But I was looking at him and I was like, he was just like, please. I was like, I wanted to say no. But you know what I said? I said in my mind, as he's asking, in my mind, I'm like, I'm going to give him my number. When he calls or texts me, I'm going to just block his number. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep it cute. I ain't gonna tell him no. I'm not gonna even explain myself, because if I say no, I shouldn't have to explain anything. I shouldn't even have to lie and say I got a man. I shouldn't have to do none of that. If I don't want to give you my number, I should have the right to say no, right? I thought so too. But the way he was, I was like, let me just play it like super cool. Let me play it cool. I'm gonna play it cool. I know how to do it. I got it. I got it. I said, okay. I said, okay, I'll give you my number. So he's like, for real? I'm like, yes, I'll give you my number. I gave him my number. He said, cool. He's like, anything else you need? I got you. I said, okay, cool. I ain't need nothing else. I was cool. So I'm cool. I'm chilling. I'm still, like I told y'all, I blocked everything out. I got the big ass hat on, the hat like dripping down. I can't see nothing but my kids. As long as I can see them kids, I'm cool. They not no babies, they big, so they cool, they good. I decided I was ready to go. So maybe we was there probably like maybe 2.5 hours, maybe possibly a 3-hour window we was there. Because I had watched a couple of things. I got up, I walked around, I went to the water. I got back, came back to my little chair and I sat down. I was cool. It was beautiful. It was nice. So then I was told the girls, I was like, come on, let's go. My daughter was like, she want to go to the restroom and stuff. So I'm like, yeah, we're going to go walk to the restroom. Then we about to leave. Like, cool. We good. Okay. I leave. I don't say nothing because I already told him when he brought me my drink, the second drink, I told him to close the tab out. Because I'm like, I ain't getting nothing else. My kids don't want nothing else. They already got everything they want. So, you know, we cool. Like, close the tab out. So I close the tab out. I write him a tip. He gets extremely excited about the tip because he told me I tipped him more than what I guess is necessary or needed, or you know how they do the 18%, 20%, da da da. I tipped him very well, but I only tipped him well because he was a good server, and maybe he was good because he liked me. I don't know, but he was good. He was very attentive, of course, and he brought my shit quick, and whatever else I asked for, he brought it quick. So I was like, cool, I'm gonna give him a good tip. So I gave him a good tip. When I did all of that, he told me, when you leave, let me know before you go. I told him, cool. But I was like, I'm not about to let him know when I'm leaving. I'm about to go. Like, I don't answer to no one. I'm single. I don't answer to him. I don't answer to no one. Not anymore. So I'm not finna start. Like, no, I'm finna go. So I got up. I started walking and we left. I get to my car and he's texting me. He's like, where did you go? I text him back. I said, I left. He said, you left for real? I said, yes, I left. I'm going home. He was like, oh my God, I wanted to talk to you before you left. I wanted to tell you something before you left. Da, da, da. I was like, well, I'm tired. I left. So I left it alone. I went home. I guess when he got off, he decided that he wanted to send me some long texts. I didn't even really read the text because I was like, why is he sending me long messages? But anyway, the messages, he was telling me that he did not live here, that he be here every other weekend. He's in Houston because he's a traveling bartender. He's like, I'm a traveling bartender, but he's like, I live in Dallas. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. You live in Dallas. I don't want to deal with that either. So I ain't doing no more long distance shit. And then I wasn't even looking at it to like that anyway, because I wasn't interested. I mean, his first impression to me was not a good one. Even though, yes, he was attentive and cool, but my type, I gotta like what I see. When I look at you, I gotta be like, okay, yeah, I like it. You attractive. I mean, yeah, you giving. Everything is giving. And I wasn't getting that, and I didn't care to get. I just stopped dealing with the one with the shoes and all that other stuff, and yeah, like it's not doing what it need to be doing. So I don't want to deal with nobody. So I was just like, So he sent me that long message or whatever, and then I was like, okay, I'll just talk to you another. Like, I talked to him. I said, I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you whenever I can talk to you. It's not like I told him I'm not doing like that. I'm not looking for that. I just got out of a relationship. I told him I just got out of a relationship. I'm not looking for that. I don't want to be with nobody serious. I don't want nobody, like, I'm not trying to be, I'm not trying to be connected with nobody. It's not, my mind ain't right now. Like, I can't give you what you probably deserve in a relationship right now because my mind is not on that right now. He told me he understood. Then he started telling me stuff about, oh, he got a baby mama, and this is all through text. We did not talk on the phone. This is all through text. He told me about the baby mama. And then he told me that he was with her for however long he was with her. He started saying all that stuff. I'm like, okay, I'm not giving him any. It was more like he was telling me things, but I wasn't interested in knowing if that, like, I wasn't giving him like a longer text message back. I was just like a one sentence type thing, or okay, or all right, or, you know, like that. It was dry. It was dry, but he still was wanting to tell me stuff. He was just like, you're so beautiful. I feel like that I can have something with you. I'm like, how do you know? You haven't even. So he asked me, can we go out? I get off. He told me he wanted to go out on a Sunday. I told him, okay, just let me know what you want to do. And then maybe that's possible. So I told him, okay, that could be a possible thing. I'm okay with going out on a Sunday. I'm not tripping. So he was like, I get off work at this time. He's like, I'm only going to be here. He told me he leaves like on a Monday or something, like some Monday or Tuesday or something like that. He comes, like he does so many days, but it's like every other week that he here. So I'm like, okay, cool. I don't care because I'm not going to date you. I mean, but I'm not saying this to him. I'm just like, okay. And remember I told you I was going to block him once I got there. Okay. I did end up blocking him, but we're going to get there. Okay. He starts saying, okay, let's go out on a date. So I said, I'm like, you know what? Maybe I will go out with him just to see if it's something, not that I won't, but just to get out the house type stuff. Like, you know, like I ain't doing nothing. Let's just go. That's cool. We could go somewhere. I told him, do you want to do downtown? We can do a downtown thing because they got so many places, so many lounges and stuff for brunch. It's like, we can do a brunch thing. I know a whole bunch of places. I said, we could do that. He was like, that's fine. He was like, what type of liquor do you like? Because he's like, I know I was giving you drinks. He's like, what do you like? I told him I like Patron or Ciroc. He was like, okay, this fool gonna text me a picture of some Parmesan. Do y'all know what that is? That's some cheap ass shit. Google it right now. And look how much that shit costs. Look how much it costs. Parmesan. I think that's how you say it. Send me a picture of that. I said, who drinking that? He said, that's what I be drinking. I said, see, He was like, I'm gonna bring this. And then he told me, he said, I gotta tell you something else. He's like, I don't have a car because we don't drive our vehicles here. He was like, we bus here. Like, I guess they do a whole like charter type thing. I was like, okay, that's fine. So I'm like, you need me to pick you up? He was like, yeah, can you pick me up? He's like, is that okay? Is that a problem that you got to come get me? I said, that's fine. I'll come get you. Then I was like, what if I don't like him in my car? Like, what if I don't even like him like that? What if I don't even want him in my car? Like, he already gonna get, like, I don't even know if that's what, I don't know. So I was like, so anyway, he takes me the picture of that. He asked me if I pick him up. I told him yes. He sent me the picture. I told him I don't drink that. He said, so do you want to stop and go get something to drink, or do you want to bring your own drink? And I was like, nah, I'm cool. I'm gonna drink when we get to wherever we're going. He was like, cool. So then he gonna switch it up on me. He's like, well, can we just, instead of us going to a brunch place, can we just do something like, he started naming some other stuff. And I was like, I would rather go somewhere where it's like a lot of people and be in public than after, because I don't really know you. I was like, I don't know you. First of all, you're going to be in my car. I don't even know about that. Then I was like, can you Uber to the place? And then I said, I'll take you home afterwards. And he was like, then he started talking about his money. I was like, He started saying some other stuff. He started talking about his money, and he was like, I make a certain amount or whatever, and he's like, I gotta pay for this, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. And I was like, okay, but you say you want to go out, and I'm cool with paying. I told him I pay my own way. I pay for me. Like, you pay for you. I was like, you don't gotta buy me nothing. I'm cool. And we could do it like that. He was like, okay. Now this is like the day before or something like that. I already in my mind was like, I'm not finna go nowhere with this man. I'm not finna do it. I'm not about to do it. I'm not finna go nowhere with this man because I don't know. He's giving kind of like, I don't know. I feel like he ain't got it. And I'm not, and listen, I don't care about that. I feel like honesty is good. If you telling me, you know, your situation, your money, because I could tell y'all about this guy I had went out with, and he told me he laid it all out. And I was like, oh shit. and then that was the end of that. That was no more. That's why I said I'm done with this. I ain't doing it no more. I'm done with it. I ain't doing it no more. It's over. I wasn't interested in this man. I already knew that. I already knew. I wasn't attracted to him. I wasn't interested in. I wasn't about to talk to him on the phone. You're not finna get nothing out of me because I'm not interested. I don't like you like that. But I'm trying to like be nice. Nice don't get you nowhere. Not even when sometimes not even when you're in a relationship, nice don't get you there. It don't really get you there. But I was just like, I'm gonna be cool. I wasn't rude to him. I wasn't mean to him. I didn't degrade him. I never said nothing nasty or rude or anything. I played it super dope, cool. I just was like, I told him, I said, I don't think that I want to do this. I said, I don't really want to be going out, and I don't want to go where you trying to go. I said, I would rather go somewhere more public, more lit, like where it's music, it's a vibe. If you know, I like to be like, I want to go to a lively type of place. I'm not trying to do no sit down, like intimate stuff. No. I don't want to go to a restaurant and be where I have to like force out a conversation when I don't really want to know. I don't really want to know nothing about the man. So I was like, I don't really want to do nothing like that. That to me is too intimate. I'm like, I would rather be somewhere like lively where they got music, hookah. I smoke my little hookah, drink my little drink. We be cool. We could talk. Maybe we'll probably meet other people out there because I'm real friendly and I just, people be talking to me. I said, I want that type. I'm trying to do something like that, like a real Sunday fun day, if that's what you want to do. He told me his money wasn't like that. So I told him, well, if we do, I said, I know places where you don't got to pay to get in. We just pay for what we do. We eat hookah. I could pay for my own hookah. I pay for my own food, my own drinks. I'm like, if that's what you want to do. He said, he was trying to still tell me the other place. I said, okay. So then I was like, okay, yeah, we're not doing it. So the day of, I ended up just going ahead and blocking him. He texted me in the morning, early in the morning, and he'd send me this long message about how, like, he was just like, to me, it was like when you confess yourself to a person, but how can you confess a love for a person you don't know nothing about? You know nothing about me. You just met me like 4 days ago. You don't know anything about me. You don't know my last name. You don't know nothing. I don't even think he knew how old I was because I don't think I told him my age or anything. The only way I think he knew my age is if he looked at my ID, because I had to get my ID. And then again, I don't know. Because, you know, you don't give them your ID. You just flash your ID and they look at the thing and then that's it. They make sure you over 21 or whatever to drink. That's all it was. It wasn't no, it wasn't like I gave him my ID. He walked off. He got my address type shit. No, it was not that. It was, all he saw was my age, my date of birth. That's what he saw. So he saw it, and now that shit ain't even probably clicking his mind, because who does math that? I mean, I don't know, y'all. All I know is I had to show him that. That's what he saw. Did he calculate it? Probably not. But anyway, so he sent me this long message and he was saying all this stuff to me about he couldn't wait to be around me. He was like, I want to hug you, da da da. Like, he going onto this whole thing. He's like, when I first saw you, I felt something and da da. I didn't feel shit. It was nothing because I don't like you, sir. You're ill. No, you're not my type. I don't like you. I was being nice. I should have blocked you. The moment that you text me and said, where you at? I should have blocked him right then and there. But I was like, I'ma just not. So I was like, I should have blocked him that day, but it didn't matter. He started texting me because I wasn't replying to his messages. So he started texting me. He was like, I can't wait to see you. He's like, I sent you the address. Did you get it? Like, he's needing me to say something. I'm not saying nothing. I'm not replying. I'm not talking to him. I'm not nothing. So I was like, I'm just not going to answer him. So then I was like, I'm going to just block him completely. So he's still like writing stuff to me and saying, like, he is saying, when I first seen you, I was attracted to you. I want you. He's like, I saw something in you. I don't know what it was, but my heart, this, like, seeing all it. I'm like, God, this is what I was like, he's weird, because how do you have all of this for somebody you just saw? We haven't even had a conversation. You don't know shit. You just saw me. You just seen me, and this is what you're acting like this already. Like, I can imagine if I just was like, oh, I'm gonna just, if that's what it was giving. It's never giving that though. Trust me, it ain't never giving that. But if that was the case, I said, this motherfucker go crazy. He'll be a fucking psycho. He might stalk me. He might pull up to my shit. I don't know. I don't know, guys. You got to be careful out here. But he was giving kind of crazy to me. And I was like, and then he was just texting back to back to back, because I wasn't replying. So he was texting back to back. So then I was like, I'm about to block you. So I blocked him, because this is what he did. Right before I blocked him, he started to call my phone. He called me 3 times. 3 times. I was like, okay, now he calling, because this is the day we're supposed to go out, and I haven't said shit to him. I ain't say, hey, we still going out, because that's what I do. If I go out with a guy, I always like message him the day before, and I'd be like, hey, we still on for tomorrow or whatever, and they'd be like, yes. And I didn't do none of that with him, because I wasn't trying to go out with him. All I was trying to ask him was, because he said he didn't want to go to a lounge. He wanted to go somewhere like a little restaurant or something. And I was like, I ain't really trying to do that. I'm trying to go. It's Sunday in Houston. Like, let's go out. Let's go to a lounge. Let's go. I'm like, we can go somewhere downtown. That's cool. You know, I know places that ain't too high. That's cool. Hookah $40. You ain't got to pay to get in. You just got to, you sit down, chill. Like, the food be cool. Reasonable priced. It's a whole bunch of places to go to. We could even go to Discovery Green. I'm like, it's a lot of shit that we can do that don't cost a lot, and I'll pay my own way, because I don't like you like that anyway. Plus, I'm not gonna make nobody who don't got it like that pay for me, and I'll be looking at them sideways. I understand life and things go on, and you got other shit going on. I get it. So I wasn't tripping, but I also was like, in my mind, I'm like, I don't really like him like that, so I'm not going to give him any reason to, like, I'm not going to give him any reason. None. Oh, you did this. I did this for you. Because if you say that to me, I'm the wrong person to say that shit to. You're not going to say it to me. You ain't going to say it to me. So anyhow, I ended up blocking him, because he was calling my phone, and I don't like that. Like, I already told you what I told you, and then you pushing something else on me, and then you're saying you don't want to go here, you want to go into a place. I told you I don't want that. I'm not trying to sit down in front of you and force a conversation that I don't want to have. I don't like you like that. I didn't even really like the way he looked. Like, he did not look nice. He wasn't, like I'm saying, I'm trying to be cool. He wasn't ugly. He just wasn't my type. Because I feel like somebody would have thought he was attractive, but this just wasn't for me. It wasn't my type. He didn't have a nice body. I like that. I like a guy that's built, muscular, has a good physique, you know, athletic type of body. You know, you don't got to have a 6-pack, but you need to have a flat, you know, need to be flat. His stomach wasn't flat either. And he was close to my age. He was in his early 40s, and I didn't understand, like, what's going on. So that means you don't care. You don't care what you put in your body. You don't care about your fitness, your health. You don't care about none of that shit. I'm not trying to know. And then the stuff that he was telling me, I just was like, you're too old to be going through some of that stuff. To me, I feel like he was too old to be going through the drama in his life that he was going through. I just feel like that stuff that you should have been going through in your early 30s, maybe in your 20s, but in your 40s, like, what? It was a lot. The car issue, the baby mama shit. I understand baby mama drama. I am not, and we offer him. I blocked him. He kept pleading with me in the text messages because I wasn't replying to him. When I wasn't replying to him, he started calling my phone, because he was just like, Jolanda, why you not answering me? Like, that's how he's talking to me now. Now he's pulling my full name, Jolanda. Why you not answering me? I'm asking you this, da da da. He wants to reply to me. He wants me to answer him, but you don't know what the fuck I got going on. Maybe I'm busy. Maybe I'm doing something. Maybe I'll reply to you in a minute. But you're forcing me to speak to you, not knowing what I got going on. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna block him. He doing too much. Then you start calling my phone, and you want me to jump. When you say jump, this is not that. You ain't even fine like that for me to be doing all that. But even if you was, no, we don't do that anymore. That's not what's going on over here. But anyway, I ended up blocking his phone. I blocked him. I never heard from him. He never called. He never called me from another number. Nothing. I just blocked him and been moved on. Actually, this was kind of like around the time the stuff was going on with the weird, the shoe shit, the shoe stuff with the other one. It's kind of around that time. But I was trying to tell y'all something. I just forgot what the fuck I was trying to say. But either way it go, I don't know what's wrong with them. I don't know. He was coming on extremely too strong, and I didn't like it. I didn't like that he was forcing. I don't reply to you and you're trying to make me reply, which is crazy. You don't know what I'm doing. I could have been busy. I could have been doing stuff with my kids. I could have been doing something with my family. I could have been doing anything. I could have been just, my phone probably was on D&D. You don't know what's going on. You just doing the most. So I was just like, yeah, if I would have ever took it to a part of like intimacy like that, I said, he giving signs that he's a psycho. He's gonna be fucking acting crazy. Then you confessing stuff to me. You don't even know me yet. You don't even know like if I'm even the type of person that you want to be like that with. You just going off of the way I look, but you don't even know me. And then he kept telling me I was really nice, which all of those things are true because it's true. I'm very nice. I'm very nice to staff, like wait staff. Like I'm extremely nice to wait staff because they got my food in their hand. They got my drink in their hand. I don't know what they gonna do. So I be trying to be, you know, if they cool and they giving off good energy, I always reciprocate that. I give it off too. But I feel like that he was thinking other stuff and I don't know what the fuck he was on. And then I was just like, I don't really want him in my car. Like he's in my space. I don't really want him in my space. The talking about the baby mama, that's what I was telling y'all. Like, I don't want to deal with that shit. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want nobody who got drama like that. I don't want to deal with nobody freshly cut. Even though I don't like him like that, it just was like a turn off because you're over here telling me your issues and you don't even know me yet. And you're already talking about your baby mama shit with me. And I don't want to hear that. I don't care. So leave that shit in Dallas. That's what I should have said that. Leave that shit in Dallas. But I didn't say that. So I was just like, I don't. And then I was like, why do you want to deal with me? And I'm all the way out here and you already like, you ain't going to be available. Like, you're not going to be coming out here because I already know what type of time it's going to be on. You already given that you can't even come out here. When you go back to Dallas and if you had time off, you're not coming to Houston. You giving that already. So I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck he was on. But that's what was happening. I ain't never hear from him again, thank God. Because I was like, I wasn't being mean to him, but he'll get the mean. He'll be like, she a hoe, you know. She's fucked up because I would take it there. Like I would take it there. But I was just like, I'm not going to do that because I don't want to. I wasn't trying to be mean. I just was like, I don't like you like that. But I was like, I'll go out with you to hang out, but I don't want to be with you. I don't think that that's what it's going to give. But I feel like if I would have, it would have been like, she liked me too. And she into me too when it's not that. So I just decided that when he started saying all this stuff, confessing this stuff to me, I was just like, yep, we ain't doing it. Because then it's really going to be like, it's going to give the wrong thing. And then I ain't going to be dressing like, no, I got to be aware of what I got to put on and all this and that. And then worry about him looking at me and I just didn't want to deal with it. So I did not. So that's one of these things that I just was like, y'all know, I know y'all be telling me, Joe, don't give up on it. But I ain't like him anyway. So he not the reason why. I just think that people just be doing the most out here. And we'll get into another story time about that. I'll tell y'all about somebody else. And then that's the last one, because right now it's not giving that. I should just add it in here. It's only gonna take maybe like a 10-minute. I should just add it in here. I went on a date with somebody, right? This was the last date. This was last Friday. Last Friday, I went out with this guy. Very nice, very, very cool. He's cool, calm, laid back, you know, he's cool. But it felt more like I went out with my friend than I did on a date. It did not feel like a date. And I was telling my coworker that, I said, yeah, I think I'm done with, I think I'm done. She was like, you done already? I said, yeah, I think I'm done. I think I'm done. She was like, why? She's like, how your little date went? I know you had a good time. I was like, it was cool. It was cool. It was just, it felt more like I was a therapist. I was his therapist that night. He needed to get all of his stuff off, and I was the person to do it too. So I'm gonna tell y'all, we did not hug. I mean, what we did, he hugged me. That's all he did. He hugged me. I am used to, if I like a guy, and I liked him, I right now I'm having like, I don't really like him anymore. Let me just keep it real. I don't really like him. Like, I completely was like, yeah, I don't like him. He not that. He not it. I'm used to guys that are on me like white on rice. They be on me. They be on me. I can't even walk without them grabbing my arm or trying to like hold my hand or trying to like make me, like they be opening my door, like they be on me. Do you hear me? On me. The ones that I like be like that with me. Now, he gives that with words, but not the actions. Like, he'll tell me, you know, that he want me, da da da. He'll say all that stuff, but when we were in person, it was giving no. It was a whole different. No, it wasn't giving that. It wasn't giving that at all. It was. I told my coworker, I'm like, it was a bit of awkward silence. I don't like awkward silence, guys. I don't like it. I hate it. I think that's one of my pet. I hate it. I hate when you have to force someone to talk. And I was doing that. I was like, you're not going to say nothing. You just going to sit in the car and just be quiet. Like, you're not going to talk. You're not going to say nothing. So then maybe like 5 minutes had passed by and he had started talking. And then after that, we started talking, but it was not flowing. It was like, we talk about that and then it'd be like quiet. And it'd be like, okay, we can hear a pin drop fall and ain't nobody saying nothing. And it was just like, it was no engagement of, and it wasn't no, I'm not saying I want to spark, but I want to feel like that intensity. Like, I want to jump on you. Like, that's what I want to feel that. I want to feel like I want to be so fucking nervous. I'm sweating. My hands are hard and the motherfuckers are sweating. I want to feel that, if you get what I'm saying. Like, I felt nothing. Not nothing. I ain't feel shit. Even when he gave me a hug, it felt like I was hugging my friend. That's why I was like, this ain't gonna do it. We don't talk on the phone. I'm the one who texted, so I stopped. I'm the one who texts you first. You don't text me, but you tell me you want me. You tell me you like what you see. You tell me I'm this, that, and the third, but there's no initiating like, okay, I like her. No. But after our conversation, our therapy session, I got a clear understanding of where his mental is. And I said, oh yeah, this ain't it for me. It all made sense. It all made sense. So when he gave me the little hug or whatever, I already had made it in my mind. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to talk to him anymore. I'm going to slowly disappear. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to slowly disappear. I'm already not there, but I'm not going to reach out no more. Like, I'm going to just leave it alone, because he has a lot of shit. When I tell you a lot of shit, and I said this too. I said, this is not the right time. That's why I'm chilling. I'm not going to do it, because it seems like every single person that I encounter, every single person that I give some type of time to, they all have fucking issues going on. And I'm not saying that you cannot have problems, but every last one got some shit going on. I'm not even about to tell a man, because that's what I don't do. I'm not going to tell a business. But it's a lot of stuff going on. And my little heart was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh shit. That's what I kept. When he was telling me, I was like, he said, do you want to hear another one? I said, damn, it's more? He was like, yeah, some more. I'm like, okay, go ahead, tell me. I said, just tell me. So he telling me. And like I told my coworker said it too. My coworker was like, as much as you didn't want to be the therapist, you definitely was a therapist. And she said he needed that release. He needed somebody to like let that shit off. He needed somebody to talk about that stuff too. Because one thing about guys, they're not vulnerable like women are. Like it take a special type of person, I feel like, to get a guy to open up and just want to tell you stuff. What you do with that information is what you do. But I believe that I naturally have that. Because it seems like every guy that I do encounter, I learn a lot of things, a lot of different things, a lot of traumatic things that they went through in their relationships and prior to not meeting me and things like that. And I just be like, what the fuck? Like, damn. But if I like you and I'm willing to, like, you know, be with you or whatever, I'm okay with whatever goes on before me. But my whole thing is, what are you doing to like deal with that stuff? Or what are the steps are you taking? And so far, it seems like he's doing very well with his issues and stuff that he has going on. It's bad, but it's not. I told him that it's not as bad as things that I've heard in other men's lives. Your situation is not as bad. Like, I've heard some real bad shit. I heard some really bad stuff. So I'm like, what you going through? I'm like, you'll be able to overcome that very fast. I said, you just got to keep your head down, you know, and focus and get your, you know, you already seem like you know what you got to do. I'm like, you just need to stay focused on the mission. And he said, yeah, that's what he doing. So he already told me, like, he don't be dating and doing all that, because he just do his same routine. He's like, I deal with my child. I go to the gym. I, you know, do my other little stuff on the side. He travels too, but he got like a lot of stuff going on. So I was like, at this moment, I made it in my mind. Like after that day, I was like, this person is not a dateable person. There's no way, because I want to be prioritized. And if I know I'm not going to be a priority, and you're already showing me that I'm not, and I've already dealt with that in a relationship. I was in a relationship with somebody for 4.5 years, and I was not a priority. No, I wasn't a priority. Because if I was, our relationship would have progressed to another phase, and it did not. So I knew I wasn't a priority. So I said, lessons I learned, I take that in this phase of my life of dating people. And if I see something, I recognize it, I take it, and I'm like, okay, we're not going to even go past this point, because I already know what's going to happen on the other side of that. And if I do, it's shame on me, because I recognize it and I still went ahead and you know what I mean? I still went after it, knowing what I know, you know? So I was like, I'm not going to deal with him no more. So I haven't spoken to him since the date, and it's already been 9. How many days is this now? It's Sunday. Yeah, 9 days. I haven't talked to him. So he ain't talked to me. I ain't talked to him. And I just said, that's fine. I'm okay with that. It's cool. It ain't no hard feelings. He's a great person. Great guy, just not the guy for me. And I'm okay with that. So right now, she has no one, and I'm okay with that. I am super dope cool with it. I'm so fine with that. I don't want to, I don't really think that it's the proper time right now. I think I'm okay. I'm okay, you know, with everything. I'm okay not talking to nobody. I told you I don't want to date out of desperation. I don't want to see nobody. It's cool to go out and hang out and shit, and I'm okay with that too. I ain't sleeping with them. I ain't doing none of that, so that's not that. I ain't pressed off of that either. So, you know, it is what it is. I just was like, you know, it would have been cool if they have the shit they got going on, but it seems like they all got something going on. I met one that got the kids. I told y'all about this motherfucker. Got 6 kids. I told him, you can't, you know, you don't even need to be dating, not a soul, no one. Then you gonna come out your mouth and say you want to have another kid, you're a throw. Like, what are you talking about? But anyway, this is what I've been dealing with out here, guys. This is what I've been dealing with. It was nothing with that guy. There was no there was nothing. It was just like, that was my homeboy, my friend, and I just was his therapist that day, and that was cool. I was fine with it. I was just like, you know, you win some, you lose some. But it's all good. It's cool. Anyway, guys, I hope you like the story time. You know, I went on a rabbit hole, and I hope you like it. If y'all have any suggestions or advice, or if you went on a date with somebody and you already knew from whatever they showed you that it was no go, let me know in the comment section. I love you guys. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.